call ends. So I'm Dr. Dorothy Hansen. I'm a medical doctor. I just love technology. And a couple of years ago, I found this solution after I had gotten through a period of almost losing some stuff. And haven't had that experience. I chanced on this service, and it wasn't just a service, it was more than a service. And I'm happy to tell you and share more about this with you. And I hope at the end of this, you also be excited to make the decision I made when I saw this. You know, technology has become something of our time now. Everything about our lives now is digital. And about 2 decades ago, something like this started again. It started as a wave, and there are waves of trends happening. If you can see it early and you don't miss it, you would benefit from it. About 2 decades ago, a certain young man also started a project that he thought could connect the world. Then he wanted to just connect a university at the time. So he called some friends to also be on that project and hear about it. And unfortunately, after calling all of them, just about um, five of them showed up to hear about the program. And after hearing it, three of them said this is rubbish. It won't happen. Two of them decided to stay with him. And those who stayed with him, um, sorry, someone who was dying to be here is texting me. Sorry. So those who decided to stay with him grew the project with him. And not only did they grow the project with him, they became multimillionaires with him. This is how Facebook started. It started as an idea. Mark Zuckerberg in 2004 February had a brilliant idea to connect people, and he called his friends about it. This is 20 years down the line. All of us are on Facebook. Now, Facebook is not just a platform to connect people. Everything happens there. Everything, business, communication, church, everything happens there. Those two friends who started the project with him are multimillionaires with him, and they have not regretted. This is another one of those, and you have the opportunity to see it at the beginning of it. So stick and stay. Let me know which part excites you. I hope at the end of this, you'll be happy to thank the person who invited you to be here tonight, and you make a bold, informed decision like many of us did when we had a chance to see this amazing project, most especially because of what is about to happen in Ghana with this project. So you're warmly welcome, and I would jump straight into the presentation, and then we can have a conversation. I think Godwin, is good to see you. Monica, is good to see you on the call. I see some partners already, some strategic partners already on the call. You guys are welcome. Your guests, you're welcome. And this is for you. Please stick and stay to the end. I hope to finish this within an hour so that I have another meeting after this. This is just growing bigger and bigger. It's just amazing. Anyway, so you're welcome. I'm sure you can boldly read what's on the screen. It's time to turn your dreams into reality. Yes, it is. Now more than ever, since technology happened, since the mobile phone became something we cannot do without, dreams are being turned into reality. GotBackup is here to help you to turn your dreams into reality. I don't know what dreams you have. Maybe yours is to build your own house, live in your own home in a gated community so you guys can have a compound, your swimming pool, whatever dream house you want. Perhaps that's your dream. Or perhaps your dream is to see the beauty of creation, travel the world, travel where you want to go, not where your money can afford you to go. Just go to the world and see what beautiful things God has created for us to see. Because He left it for us to see. You're not supposed to be just in one location and be there till He calls you back. The world is everybody's. And perhaps yours is just to secure your family's legacy. You want to have the number of children you want to have, and make everybody happy, provide everything you need for them. Perhaps that's your dream. Or you want to be able to securely leave something behind. Because for all of us workers, 60 is just a matter of time. It will happen. But at what income level are you retiring? And how are you preparing for that time? Because we all cannot tell how much time we will spend after retirement. That dreaded 60. I'm a medical doctor. I sit in the consulting room and I see people heading towards 60, and that's when they start developing hypertension and things because they don't know what they will do when the salary is not coming. With this era we find ourselves in with a mobile phone, look, there's no way you should be limited with incomes. And I hope at the end of this, I'll show you how GotBackup gives you a chance to plug into a system that you could actually make some fantastic incomes whilst you solve a problem that many people are suffering right now. What's that problem? Digital assets. People are losing their digital assets. GotBackup is here to make that fear of losing digital assets a thing of the past, and they leverage a system that I think you should just stick and stay and hear about it all the way to the end. So basically, it's here to empower individuals, families, businesses to achieve their dreams. Organizations also have dreams and goals, if you know. And sometimes all of this hang on how much data you have. Because for you to be able to project what you are going to do in the next year, it hangs on your data. Then for you to be able to know how things are going in your organization, hangs on what you are collecting. Families have legacies, photos, memories, things that you don't use. And besides and beyond that, there are aims that organizations and individuals hope to achieve. GotBackup is here to empower you to achieve those dreams using the same work ethic and skills that you are applying to whatever you're doing now, but doing something that you control. And that something brings something into your own pocket whilst you solve a problem. GotBackup is a service. It's a cloud storage service which offers its products at unbeatable prices, one, and two, offers an opportunity for each and every one of its users to partake in a lucrative strategic partnership program. It's your ultra secure personal cloud storage service, and I'm going to explain to you how these two work. Whichever part interests you, GotBackup is open to have you on board. It's simply here to make security simple. Data security simple. These logos you can see on the, if you go onto platforms where data is collected, you may see DigiSets is the commonest one. GotBackup has more than that. It has three of it, and I'll jump into it as the conversation goes on. But who are they and who is even behind it? The organization is called Global Virtual Opportunities. It's a multi-million-dollar software development organization plus internet marketing. They've been in existence since 1997. They're about 27 years old as we speak. I think I allowed some people to unmute. Let me try and see whether I can mute. All right, I think the person. Let me mute all. All right. Okay. I think I've been able to mute all. All right. Good. Great. So it's a multi-million-dollar organization. They own every single thing they have. GotBackup has been in the business of providing and building servers for well over 28 years. It started in Gatineau, Quebec, Canada. Currently sits on a fully owned 10,000 square feet data center in Texas, USA. What do they do? Previously, about a decade ago, data storage was something that was an organizational thing. Was companies and big organizations who had data. That's why a company will have their own data center. GotBackup was in the business of building servers and helping organizations back up their data. But as data evolved to personal data, Global Virtual Opportunities, forgive me, Global Virtual Opportunities, the organization was building service. But as data evolved to personal data, like right now, we all have personal data. You have your birth cert, your Ghana card, your school certificate, you have your own photos. Now we don't print photos. You don't take a photo and then the cameraman prints and then that's the end of the photo. You take it yourself, you keep it by yourself. You store it on your phone, do what you want to do with it. We all have personal data. So data storage has moved from that level to individuals. So Global Virtual Opportunities GotBackup, a cloud storage service, because data storage has moved way from the physical storage devices to now cloud. Cloud storage is the future of digital storage now. So we came all the way from the diskette days to CDs. CDs, DVDs, I don't know who sees them around now. It is nobody even produces a device that can play a CD or a DVD. You don't see them around. Then pen drives came. Pen drives evolved from in fact, 1 gigabyte pen drive was so precious. I mean, now what can 1 gigabyte pen drive even copy? Barely a movie. It has grown all the way to, I think the biggest I saw was a 64 gig pen drive. And pen drives were phased out some way, somehow. I mean, there are still a few around. Then external hard drives came, bigger, more storage, 1 terabyte external, and 3 terabytes external. But for all these physical devices, you know what will happen? Either it's virus, it's corrupted, it gets damaged, it gets lost, and when that happens, your data goes away. So data storage has moved, data storage in the world of data storage is now cloud. Cloud is now the future of data storage, and GotBackup, with all the equipment and the bandwidth they need to support cloud storage, Beth GotBackup. So they fully own the data center, and these are the people behind it. Mr. Joe Therian is the CEO of GotBackup, and these are the technical people behind it. His wife is Evangel Antonova, and then Mike Podvin is the chief operations officer. These are people I interact with on a daily, so I can mention them. And then they are the people behind it who are into the software development and everything to make this cloud service work. There's also technical support. Some services you don't even know who you should speak to when you need any support. GotBackup has a solid, responsive technical support team, and these are the faces behind it. They haven't hidden themselves. Sometimes when you hear a new product, a new service, you think the owner, you don't know who the owners are, you don't know who brought it. These are faces behind the GotBackup cloud storage service. If you want to know where they are located, they are not in some small kiosk somewhere in some corner somewhere where nobody can access them. They are visible. You can screenshot this and put it into Google Earth, and trust me, you see the same physical location that I'm showing you on my screen here. This is the physical location of GotBackup. I mean, Global Virtual Opportunities, the office, who built GotBackup, the service, and this is them. So maybe you can screenshot this and take a look at it to see whether for real they exist, because they really do exist. What happens give me a few minutes, I would play a video so you can take a tour of what a data center looks like. And many of us are on cloud services, but I don't think you've seen what a data center, the inside looks like. Let me show you how GotBackup's data center looks like. Please give me a minute to switch to this video, and then we'll come back. And this tour was done by the CEO himself, Mr. Joe Therian. So it's just a few minutes, and let's watch what happens inside GotBackup's data center.
Hey guys, welcome to the corporate office of GotBackup. Now everybody wants to know, are we super secure, and how do we offer such an amazing service at such a low price? So this is in our tech room, and what we're going to do is we're going to take you on a tour of our server room to show you just how secure it is, and we welcome you into the family. So let's go over to the server room. So the first thing I want to explain to you guys is that we're fully PCI compliant. For physical PCI compliance, what does that mean? It means we're allowed to physically store credit cards in our data center because we're uber secure. So we've passed all the tests for that, and we're legally allowed to store credit cards and your storage. So one of the first requirements for PCI compliance is you have to have 2 coded doors before you get into your server room. We also, as a company, like to have fun, so we call it Area 51. So anyway, I'm going to code this door with my back here so you guys can't see what the code is. Come in this way. This is a simple inventory room, guys. We build servers here and so forth. And then our second coded door is over here, okay? And so we have a coded door here as well to get into the server room. So here we are in the server room, guys. This is where all the magic happens. So couple of things people ask. Joel, how secure is my data, and could you ever lose our data? So as an example, let's come here. It's impossible to lose your data, and here's why. If you look at this storage array, and we have hundreds of storage arrays in here, there's 14 hard drives across this storage array. 4 of these hard drives could fail, which statistically never happens, but let's say it did. 4 of these hard drives need to fail before we start to lose some data. But guess what? We're not going to lose any data because this is striped to here. This whole rack of hard drives here is copied here. Just the same here. All these hard drives here are copied here. So there's not a single point of failure relative to your data. There's also no single point of failure in the server room. As an example, there's A power and B power. Every server is plugged into A power. Every server is plugged into B power. Also, relative to cooling of this room, if you come over here, you'll see we have 1, 2, 3, 4 air conditioners in this server room. So the air is never going to be a problem. The other thing as well is we're very, very efficient. If you look up at the ceiling, let's come back over here, you'll see vents up there, and the cold air is strategically placed in front of the servers here, so it sucks in all the cold air, and it goes over into the hot aisle behind this wall here. So very, very efficient server room as well. And finally, if God forbid there was ever a fire in this room, we have here what's called a fire suppression system. What this system does, it's just a bunch of electronics behind here, but we can open it up, okay, is if God forbid there was a fire, and in 25 years there's never been a fire, but it will snuff out all the oxygen in this room. If there's no oxygen, then the fire goes out, right? So we don't use water to destroy the equipment. So that's the basics of the server room. Super, super secure and super redundant relative to your data. So the other aspect to security is we use the exact same security as Amazon, as Google, as all the big players, Microsoft. It's patented security, it's military grade, 256-bit encryption security. So your stuff is very secure. So let's come out of the server room for now. And I also want to explain, if God forbid, a bomb dropped on this building, a hurricane came in, whatever, a flood, which statistically is impossible, but if it did happen, we also back up all of your cloud data to a third-party data center just in case something ever happened to this building. And again, it's never happened, but you just never know, right?
All right. So let's get back. This is GotBackup's data center, and that was my CEO giving you the tour of GotBackup. So let's get into business. Why cloud storage at all? What's the big deal? Guys, we have come into an era where we are using so much data, and we are generating so much data every single day. Every click you do on your phone, every photo you send, every image you send, every document you receive is data we are generating in this world. And the most interesting part is the over 50% of the data we have in the world now was generated in the past 2 years, just the past 2 years. Most of the data was generated in the past 2 years, and we generated about 402 million terabytes of data every day. All of us are generating it from every transaction, online transactions, education online, healthcare online, banking online, everything. The reason why Google Maps is so efficient is that we have used it so much, we've put so much data into it, it has become even more accurate since we started using it. And that's the era we are going in, because all this data we are generating from these devices can't be stored on these devices alone. The phones don't even come with memory slots anymore. Every phone now comes with a cloud storage service attached. So if you're on Android, you are on Google Drive, it comes with your device. If you're on iPhone, iCloud, it comes with your device. And the size of data being generated, there's demand for its storage. And if you know, I'm sure you're also aware about AI and everything AI runs on data. And the data we are generating must be stored for AI to get access to it. So data has become the new oil of our time, and there are opportunities in data storage. And I'm happy to open you up to one such if you can stay with me with GotBackup. So GotBackup leverages on two trends. Two trends I'm going to expose to you just in a few minutes. The first trend, smartphones. How many phones do you have if you're on this call? Kindly put this in the chat for me. I have 2 phones, by the way. How many phones do you also have? Let's get a bit interactive. The stat says there are over 15 billion smartphones in the world. 15 billion smartphones in the world. That was even as at the year 2021. Projections for this year, 2025, is about 18.2 billion smartphones. It's just going higher. It's getting more sophisticated. The more sophisticated it gets, the more delicate it gets. And for anything that there's a growth market, and high demand, financial success is attached to it. It's a formula. It applies in anything. Just take anything that there's a good market and high demand. For instance, let's use COVID when the face mask was in demand. All of a sudden, face masks that we have not even heard of came, KN95. I didn't even know it existed, but there was demand for it. And anybody who was into that business made financial success. Same is happening to the mobile phones. Everybody doing something with their phone or on their phone is making so much income. Phone case, business. Phone screen, business, because we all want to protect our phones. And for all the devices that we use, we all have a phone case or a screen on it, all because we are all become addicted to our phones. Perhaps you will not agree with me, but I'm sure if I go over this, you'll find yourself also in some categories. Using phone as an alarm clock, many of us do now. Oh, the stat says over 80% use our phones as an alarm clock. Perhaps if you do, perhaps you just put a one in the chat for me. I'll pick it up as I go along. Alarm clocks, even not even alarm clocks alone. The phone has replaced watches, wrist watches. Many people don't use a wristwatch now because the phone is there. And for the few who try to use a wristwatch, check the time for them. You may be surprised that the battery is off. It's just completing the look that they are of the attire they are wearing. The watch just complements the look. The phone has replaced it. The traditional alarm clock, you won't find it anywhere anymore. Stats again says, many of us feel uneasy, almost 90%. I'll push it to about 95% of us will feel uneasy if we left our homes and realized we didn't have our phone on us. You get to work today and you realize you didn't pick your phone, or along the way you realize your phone was not with you. I bet you, like me, will go back and pick your phone or find a way for someone to get the phone to you, because your day will be different. You feel cut off from the world just because your phone is not with you. For those who drive, we all attend to our phones while driving. This stat is even on the low. It says 55%. I'm sure it's more like 80 something percent, because many people, you see them driving and just clicking. The next traffic, they pause. They just want to watch, see what has happened on their phone. A message has been dropped. We are all attached and addicted to our phones. The funniest one is the washrooms. How many of us don't even go to the washroom with our phones? I mean, maybe you don't. If you go to the washroom with your phone, you don't be shy. I'm also there. We all take our phones to the washroom. And now people spend more time in the washroom because of the phone. You go scrolling, sending messages, responding to messages. You before you know, you are done with business, but you are still there. And some people get up and their feet are even numb. They've been sitting for too long. They sat on the nerve. Now it's gone numb. That's how close and addicted we are to our phones. I'm sure if I ask what's the first thing you pick when you wake up, it will be your phone. And I bet it's the last thing you drop before you put your head down. That's how addicted we have become to this device. And the device is so delicate, so delicate. We take it to places where there's the risk of damage and risk of losing it. And people are losing their data. And as much as we are creating these volumes of data, the devices we are using to create them are so delicate that data loss is happening at about the same rate. Large volumes of data being created, data loss about the same rate. There's a solution needed. Stats says about 45% of cell phone users accidentally damage their cell phone and lose their data. About 5,700 screens are cracked every single hour. I'm sure if you check your phone, you might find a chip there. I have a couple of chips on my phone because nobody deliberately intends to drop their phone or cause it to damage, but things happen. There's a slip, there's a trip, there's a spill, and damage is happening. And a laptop or a cell phone is stolen every 43 seconds. People are genuinely looking for solutions so that they do not have to lose their data when their devices crash. Imagine you have a place where no matter what happens to your phone, your laptops, whether it's stolen, whether it's missing, whether it crashes, you can still get access to your data. Those are the solutions that are being provided for data storage, and GotBackup offers such a solution as much as people are looking for those solutions. Solutions are available already. We are not saying we are the first organization offering solutions for data storage, or in fact, billions of people are already using cloud storage. I bet you are also on one of them. Some of them in the industry, Google Drive, Dropbox, iCloud, OneDrive, WeDrive. I'm sure you have heard some of these ones before. Perhaps you're on three or so of them. And before I met GotBackup, I was on three or so. I was on OneDrive, I was on Google Drive, I was on my iCloud because I didn't want to lose. I didn't want to start paying. Or I mean, someone just said use this, use that. Oh, recommendations. I use them. But then when I found GotBackup, I just switched. And many people have switched to GotBackup. GotBackup is the newest kid on the block when it comes to data storage, cloud storage. Is the newest kid on the block. The industry, with all this massive amounts of data we generate, is just about 20 or so players in the industry. Just about 20 players. GotBackup joined them. And when new kits come, they solve more than the primary solution. GotBackup does more than what the others do. The reason why people are switching. I personally switched to GotBackup, and I'll show you why I switched to GotBackup. Why I switched, it was quite a simple decision. Just compare GotBackup to what the competitors are offering. The commonest ones we know because of the mobile devices we have is Google Drive and iCloud. And let me add Dropbox also. They are the popular ones when it comes to data storage. See how much it costs to have 6 TB of storage with iCloud, Dropbox, or Google Drive. I'm saying 6 TB of space because GoBackup's smallest space they offer you is 6 TB of space. 6 TB is 6,000 gigabytes of space. 6,000 gigabytes of space. With iCloud, it's about, I think this have been reviewed, it's about 412 US now. The reviewed prices, I need to change this. Dropbox is hovering around, I think, about the same price for 6 TB of space. And Google Drive is about 5 TB. Google Drive has also increased its prices recently. I think they are 200 GBs now, about 400 and something Ghana cedis. I don't know what the dollar equivalent is, but it fluctuates. About 400 cedis from, I think, 150 cedis that people were paying previously. 400 cedis is where it's gone. The costs for 6 TB of space with GoBackup is $99.97 per annum, about $100 per annum. And these are also annual subscriptions anyway. Cloud storage is either monthly or annual subscriptions. Annual subscriptions preferred over monthly subscriptions because annual subscription, mostly there's a good deal attached to it. Either you get 3 months free or 2 months free. GoBackup gives you 2 months free with their annual subscription. I don't know for our competitors, but this is 6 TB of space that you are comparing with the others. And it's $100 with GotBackup, and it is 3 times cheaper with iCloud, 6 times cheaper with Dropbox, about 2 times cheaper than Google Drive offers. Also, GoBackup works on multiple operating systems. It works on an iPhone, it works on a MacBook, it works on a Windows laptop, it works on an Android run phone. So irrespective of the operating system you use, if you have multiple phones, if you have 2 laptops, 2 iPhones, 1 Android, with that same one account, you can back up every single thing you have on the devices that you use. iCloud, for instance, you can't use iCloud on any other device. If you are iCloud user, you must have MacBook. There's no other way you can use it on any other device. And how many people really have MacBooks and have iPhones? I have 2 iPhones and an HP run, a Windows run laptop. There was no way I was going to be able to back up the things on my laptop on iCloud, even though I'm already paying for iCloud on the 2 phones. And iCloud 2 TB of space is more expensive than GoBackup 6 TB of space. And with GoBackup, I get to back up not only my phones, but my laptop in addition. And when it comes to the laptop app with GoBackup, it literally clones the C drive of your machine. It clones up to the C drive. It backs up to the C drive of your machine. And it does hourly incremental backup so that if your laptop should crash within the hour, you should definitely get your things back. No matter what happens, you should get your things back. And this is not a story. I mean, when I started using GotBackup, I just knew it was possible, but I didn't know it was going to happen to me for me to have a feel of how it feels, how much peace of mind you have when your laptop crashes and you don't worry. Because for the first time in my life, since I've had laptops, my laptop crashed and I was not worried because I was already on GotBackup. What happened? So my kids took my PC on a Sunday afternoon. I was working on the machine at the time and they went to download the cartoon they couldn't wait for us to go watch. They went to download the cartoon Sonic 3 from some dangerous website somebody had suggested to them. And they brought my laptop back to me and it was loading. for them, the thing was downloading, but we saw beyond it that this is just a virus that had gotten access to the PC. And truly, after 2 hours of waiting for the movie to download, yes, my laptop went into safe mode. Safe mode, no icons, no access to anything on my machine. And I was on GotBackup at the time. So I quickly jumped onto my husband's PC and logged into my account, and then I could see my laptop there to the time when the system, the last upload was done. And that was the first time I knew that there are solutions for data loss. Because I was not worried after that. They just formatted the PC, brought it back. I couldn't be bothered whether hard disk was going to be changed or whatever. Got my machine back, quickly clicked back, downloaded my app back, went to restore. It restored everything back to the same settings that I left it. Peace of mind. This is something you will not get on any of these services, I'm telling you, because for each of them, they back up the files that you select to put there. Nobody backs up to the C drive of your machine. Only GotBackup does that. And it does that, plus these multiple operating systems, unlimited devices for $100 per annum. The next thing on your mind is they must have compromised on security, because most likely when the price is lower than what you expect, something must be funny about it. So let's look at the security. Okay, let me just brush over this. So currently in the data storage space, the annual subscription being offered are mostly a one operating system service, one account, 2 terabytes. GotBackup does 6 terabytes, 3 times the space, 6 accounts, multiple operating systems. Oh, I didn't mention the number of accounts, because for 6 terabytes of space GotBackup offers, you can actually share with 5 other people. So you can have 6 separate accounts on GotBackup space. So you can share with your husband or your wife or your friend. You just give them a link to download the app also. Since you've paid for it, they have their own username, their own password. Nobody sees anybody's information. That's the privacy they attach to it. The security, top notch. It's just like it is with our competitors who say they have the same level of security. GotBackup uses the advanced encryption standard 256-bit encryption. It's also called the military-grade encryption. Why? Because that's the same level of encryption and security the US military uses to back up their data. This is what you need to go through before you can access that data the military has. You can tell how much it will take for someone to get access to your data. So it's not $100 per annum because they've compromised this. If you are entering a market where security is priority and you're here to make security simple, you must go for the best security encryption, and GotBackup has the patent for it. What does it mean? Let me try and explain it in terms we could all understand. So let's use WhatsApp, because most of us are on WhatsApp. WhatsApp as currently is a 64-bit encryption chat platform, 64. All right. Sometime last year it was about 32. People were being thrown off group pages because they've been hacked. Then people say, administrator, take him off, he's been hacked. Then they kick the person off. That time WhatsApp was a 32. WhatsApp is now a 64. What does it mean? It means that for your individual unique accounts, WhatsApp has created a series of 64 characters, numbers, letters, alphabet, symbols, 64 characters unique to you. That's somebody must be able to guess all 64 before they can hack your WhatsApp account. In the world of encryption now, nobody has been able to hack a 128. You don't 128, yes, a 128-bit encrypted app or service. Nobody, the 128 key length, 128 figures, characters, nobody has been able to hack it. GotBackup gives you twice that. It's a 256 characters for each thing you encrypt, and it's end-to-end encryption. The company itself does not even have access to your information because it's encrypted from when you start uploading to the end. When you start even downloading, nobody sees your data. That's the kind of encryption they have. And they have additional protocols, SSL, TLS, as you upload, as you download, nobody sees your things. If someone is trying to fish onto your thing, the information you're uploading, nobody can get access to it unless you hand over the access to them, which is your username, your unique username, your unique password. GotBackup is also PCI compliant. That's Payments Card Industry compliant. Means you can purchase the service with any Visa card, MasterCard. They have the certification to hold cards in their system. They're the only ones also who gives you a 30-day money back. They says, look, if you use my service 30 days and you don't like it, you can always ask for a refund and I'll give it back to you. And ever since I got on this thing, on this project and this service, 2 years now, only few people, in fact, tiny, I can't even count the number of people who have walked out after they saw the peace of mind they've had with GotBackup. So security-wise, if you didn't question Google Drive when you were putting your things there, or iCloud when you started uploading your photos there, GotBackup has the same level of security that they have. So you don't have any qualms or questions or fears with your security, the security of your data with GotBackup. But that's not all they offer. GotBackup also has an email system attached to the service, the cloud service that they are giving you, the cloud space they're giving you. This allows you to send bulk, personalized, and automated emails. So you can send up to 20,000 emails with the click of a button. If you are an organization who sends emails to customers, to partners, or a school, for instance, you send to students, you send to teachers, you send PTA, you send emails. GotBackup allows you to send them with a click of a button. You don't need to do it one by one or batch by batch. Just load it up into your system, give it the campaign name. Once you click on it, everybody on that campaign receives the email. You can personalize it. So each person receives the email in their names. So if I was to send an email to all of you on this call, everybody will receive it in their name. So you can get hello Charles, hello Kwame, hello Lady Lillian, hello Priscilla, hello Samuel, hello Simon. I don't have to do it one by one. The algorithm will pick it and send it to you as such. And you can automate the emails too. So if the emails are supposed to go to you at Christmas, I can do it now. Before Christmas fun and excitement distracts me, I can do the automation, set it to be sent to you 24th Eve or midnight, 25th December, 000, midnight, when the clock strikes, bang, the system will do it. I don't have to do that Christmas Eve when I could go and chill. You can automate your emails. If you want emails to go every Friday, to do it, every Monday to do it, every Tuesday, just set it in the system, organize it, and the system will do it. This comes on its own at extra costs. I mean, but GotBackup gives it to you at $0 per annum. It's just part of your cloud service, so you can use it to do your work online. Because if you are collecting data online, by all means, you're interacting with people online, and this may be something you may need. GotBackup adds this to your cloud service, and it's an addition to your $100 per annum. You don't need to pay extra for this. This is what they are up for. You never ever have to delete or lose your photos ever again. On some devices, you can delete everything. It will still tell you that there's still no space on your phone. Delete all the precious things painfully, and still you will still not get the space you need. GotBackup said you shouldn't ever have to do that again in this digital era, because you have the space. And over 98% of the work is done for you. It's so efficient. It has organized everything into years, into months. When it comes to your photos, you don't have to go and do that by yourself. If it's 2 laptops you're uploading onto the system, it will load up your laptop, name it by its brand. They are all there. It's not mixed up. When you go into each laptop, you see what you're looking for there. And the beautiful thing they've even added is the migration tab. So if your Google Drive is full and you are wondering whether you should delete or what you should do, GotBackup has a tab for you to migrate your things from Google Drive straight into their cloud storage service. So you don't have to so each time your Google Drive fills up and you need to empty, because you can't do without the emails, you can just move your things into GotBackup, hold it there, create new memories, create new space, collect new stuff, and always back up into GotBackup. It's like your secure vault for all your data assets, and it's taking over the world, one country at a time. If you were here last week, it was in 161 countries at the time. Just this week, Burundi came on. It's just taking over Africa. Africa now has over 35 out of the 51 states on GotBackup already. Burundi is the latest country that's joined the GotBackup project and the service. And it's taking over the world. Ghana got on the project as country number 82. So the project was launched in April 2023. We got on board GotBackup July of 2023. And how we got on board, the person who got us on board GotBackup sits on the board of GotBackup. Oh, I should have showed that photo. He sits on the board of GotBackup currently. So he's a professor in 4 universities across the world. I'll show you a photo of him. His name is Professor Kweku Ohene-Asare, Dr. Kweku Ohene-Asare. He's into cloud computing, AI, data analytics, machine learning. He has some MIT background. He's into data and cloud. This is his space. So partners of his in the US told them about the core backup service and the strategic partnership they've attached to it. And he took a look at it because he himself is a business analyst in addition. He teaches in the business school. I had the privilege of sitting under his tutelage. And that's how I even got to hear about this project. Because at the time, I was running out of space. I was a student collecting lecture notes and my Google Drive was full. And I was on the verge of getting another Google Drive account like many of us would do. But I didn't do that because I found GotBackup and I realized it was not only going to give me space for GotBackup for my Google Drive, it was going to back up my laptop and my phones and all of that. So it was just a no-brainer for me to just switch. And you think Ghana getting onto the project 3 months after its launch, we should be one of the first 20 or 30 countries. We got on as country number 82. Already in 3 months, 81 countries have found GotBackup as the preferred cloud service they will need. And in just less than a little over 2 years, because this is 2023, April, we are in November. So a little over 2.5 years. GotBackup is in 162 out of the 195 countries in the world. I don't know which product or which service runs this fast. This should tell you how much demand there is for digital storage. And the flexibility GotBackup brings, which the others do not, there's so much demand for it. And it is just flying across the world. Currently, 162 countries. Only God knows what will happen by the end of the year. That's the demand that there is for cloud storage. But then there's still more. We are not just in 161 countries in just 2.5 years. There's something we are tapping into. And if you forget anything I've said today about the service, about the how it works, the peace of mind is bringing to you, don't forget this slide. Because this is what got my attention and got me even more interested in this space and got me studying more about this space. Just take a look at this graph. This is the size of the cloud storage market of the world, the whole world. The cloud storage market of the world. Everybody who is paying to store data somewhere across the world is contributing to this market. The trend started in 2022. And in that year, by the way, this is in billions of dollars, not even millions, billions of dollars. The trend didn't start from thousands and hundreds of thousands, millions. No, it started straight in billions of dollars, straight. 2022, the industry generated on these devices and paying for digital storage, the industry generated $90 billion. 2022. 2023, it stepped up, added another $18 billion. $108 billion was also generated in 2023. It still didn't hit me much until I looked at what Ghana as a country generated in the year 2023 for our GDP. We did $76 billion, which means the cloud storage market on phones and devices storing data makes more money than a country makes. It makes more money than the economy of some countries in Africa. I'm sure we may have to add a certain number of countries together to make up what cloud storage makes in a year. This year we are in 2025, the projection is $165 billion. But that's not even the exciting part. Look at the next 5 years. And that's why I'm happy your friend invited you to be here today, because I also had a chance to see this and I was like, this is something that you should definitely be part of. In the next 5 years, the industry is projected to generate $500 billion. Other stats have given us $1 trillion because we are generating even more space and the demand is going much higher. This is why iCloud will give you 5 gig free. You start paying 50 gig, then it goes to 200, you pay, then 2 tera, you pay. Google Drive, 15 gig free. You're excited. You don't want to lose your things. 100 gig, you pay. 200 gig, you pay. OneDrive, similar. Dropbox, similar, because there's so much demand for digital storage. The reason why Facebook would now buy WhatsApp and then add Instagram and Tesla, Elon Musk saw that if he doesn't go fast, the guy will go and pick X in addition. Then he will own all the chat platforms. Why won't he focus on his space and all the things he wants to do with space? But he saw X as he needs to get it, and he went to purchase X because data is being generated, and data storage is the new business of the future. So in the next 5 years, they're going to be generating this much, $500 billion. Are we just going to be contributing to it? Well, depends on how you look at the graph. But let me change it to something you can relate to. If I told you that this same graph you're looking at is generated by experts in, let me use an industry we cannot relate to, say charcoal. Experts in the charcoal industry have drawn a graph that, I'm not saying this was going to happen, but it's an example that in the next 5 years, a bag of charcoal, which was about, say, 100 cedis a bag, in the next 5 years, it projected to be about 1,000 cedis a bag in the next 5 years. That's the projection for a bag of charcoal, and it's hush hush. The information is in those who are in that space, but you had the opportunity to hear it. If you heard it at this point in time, 2025, that a bag of charcoal in the next 5 years is going to be 1,000 cedis by 2030, the same bag. What decision would you take as a business person if you're thinking about as like a business person? What decision will you take? I asked this question severally, the same graph, because I mean I need to let you the numbers come down so you can appreciate where we are. Most people said, "Hey, I'll get into charcoal business. Hey, I would start buying charcoal. I'll start learning about charcoal." In fact, someone said you even start planting trees because that is where it starts from. I said to the media, I'll just go and manufacture sacks because everybody has to bag their charcoal. Come and buy from me, branded sack. Because you know that in the next 5 years, come what may, you cash out. Because the projection is predicted. This is the projection that they are working with in the space of data storage. That's why your phone is always full. So will you always just keep paying, or you're also going to be part of it, those cashing in? Well, that's when GotBackup comes in. This quote I have never forgotten. I think you should never forget. A slice of something big is worth more than all of something small. A slice of something big is worth more than all of something small. If I give you a slice of $1 billion, 1% of $1 billion is worth more than 1% of 10,000 Ghana cedis. That's the kind of industry you're in. GotBackup welcomes you to be part of this billion-dollar industry. How does it do it? Let's get into that conversation. Let me play a video first before I get there. Give me a minute. That should not take long. Let me show you what is happening in this space. Is it the next one? A minute. Right.
Welcome to the digital age, where data is the new oil, fueling an unprecedented economic revolution. Every click, every transaction, every piece of data we generate powers the world's economy. Just like oil powered the last century, digital storage will drive the next one. Digital storage isn't just a resource, it's a strategic asset, an economic driver. With data doubling every 2 years, the demand for cloud storage solutions is exploding. Now is your chance to partner with a leader in this space. Imagine aligning with a company that's not just keeping up with the digital storage revolution, but leading it. From innovative cloud storage solutions to cutting-edge data management, GotBackup is at the forefront, ready to scale new heights with partners who share their vision. Partner with us, and together, we'll unlock the potential for growth, innovation, and success. Cloud storage, the new oil of our time. Let's fuel the future together.
This permits me to play it again so I can get comfortably in the next conversation.
To the digital age, where data is the new oil, fueling an unprecedented economic revolution. Every click, every transaction, every piece of data we generate powers the world's economy. Just like oil powered the last century, digital storage will drive the next one. Digital storage isn't just a resource, it's a strategic asset, an economic driver. With data doubling every 2 years, the demand for cloud storage solutions is exploding. Now is your chance to partner with a leader in this space. Imagine aligning with a company that's not just keeping up with the digital storage revolution, but leading it. From innovative cloud storage solutions to cutting-edge data management, GotBackup is at the forefront, ready to scale new heights with partners who share their vision. Partner with us, and together, we'll unlock the potential for growth, innovation, and success. Cloud storage, the new oil of our time. Let's fuel the future together.
Storage is the new oil of our time. Okay, so let's jump into it. How do you get to be part of this move if you're going to partner and GotBackup? The next slide is not compulsory. Perhaps you just want to back up your data, get that peace of mind, and not have to worry about anything. But if you are that person who sees the vision of where this is going, or you know the industry you work in is not a $1 billion industry. I work in healthcare. I know it's not a $1 billion industry. Or you started this year with a resolution to make more money, to make additional income, to do something else that will give you a little bit more peace of mind when it comes to your spending and taking care of your needs, your parents' needs, your siblings' needs, your children's needs. With this ever-increasing inflation we stay in. And if you are somebody who today is just 4th of November, but you know you are spent, that income that came just a few days ago is finished. And you could do with additional income. I just say, just pay attention to this, because this could be an answer to that prayer you've been saying. This could be that step that you should have taken some time ago. This could be, and it has been for many of us who saw this. That's passive residual income that is helping us to impact more lives than we were previously doing, because our salaries could hardly do beyond our needs. Look, in the Americas, there are about 42% of Americans who do side businesses. So doing a side business is a trend happening all over the world. It's a global thing. The Gen Zs understand this. For some reason, they understand technology and internet. Over 62% of them are doing something on these devices. They don't need to move out of their homes. Just in their homes, they are buying cars that people go to physical work 8 to 5 years on end and are not able to afford. But the era we work in has changed. Work has changed in our time. The mobile device has changed the way work is nowadays. So if you have a mobile device and you're not making money from it, it's not normal in our times. One of my virtual mentors said, this is a tool to freedom. It depends on the kind of freedom you are looking for. Maybe yours is entertainment freedom, but this is giving people financial freedom. GotBackup gives you a chance to plug in to a system that allows you to make additional income. How does it do it? It is the only cloud storage service that pays you. I told you the market is just about 18. There are under 20 providers generating those billions of dollars. GotBackup is the only one that pays you through a strategic partnership. GotBackup didn't say that I'm coming on the industry to just provide the service and people don't know about it. They want their users, their product users, to be their own ambassadors, because they want to reach the world with their service. The service they provide, people are switching from the previous cloud storage services and they are coming to GotBackup. I switched because it's a peace of mind service. I have so many devices I need to back up. Plus, I could do with an additional income, a trend that's happening all over the world. GotBackup says, you can plug into this system, be my strategic partner with me to reach the world with the service, because many people are losing their data. They think the only services available are Google Drive, Dropbox, iCloud, that's all. But GotBackup exists and it works on multiple operating systems, gives you more space than the others do, at the same security that the others do, plus it allows you to make income whilst you partner them. Your business with GotBackup is not for you to go pour out all this information I've poured on you. You may be just starting, you don't have it all. Your job is to register with GotBackup, start using the service, back up every single device you have. Yours, after that, if you want to be a strategic partner, is to invite your world to come and see it. Just like your friend invited you to come and see this presentation. Don't go and try and lecture. If you start lecturing, they'll ask you questions. The questions will come and you'll not be able to answer it. Bring them to the presentations. We have several presentations during the week. There's a presentation tomorrow. Today, this is the one I'm doing for my team. There's one tomorrow. Friday, there's another one. And every Sunday at Men's Week, 3 p.m., we meet over there to do a similar thing. And this is how we are growing. And even much more is coming with it. Your job is just to invite people to come and take a look at it. Once you become a master guru presenter, we will train you to do that, and then you can also fly with it. Until then, yours is simple. Strategic partner, get people to come and hear it from the experts who have been trained to do this. And yours is to start earning the incomes. How do you make money with GotBackup? You first have to start with them, like I've mentioned. Register with the service. Maybe yours is not the strategic partnership. You just want to use the service, $100 per annum, get it. Back up your things and then use the service, get your peace of mind. But like the story I shared, because I tell people my laptop crashed and I didn't lose anything, they don't even understand it. They want to know which service I'm using. And many people have come to use GotBackup because of me, my peace of mind story. And GotBackup is willing to pay you for that recommendation. So you subscribe to their strategic partnership for an extra $20. $120 per year. $120 per year. I'm going to show you how $120 per year can turn to $1,000 to $2,000, $10,000, sitting right where you are, offering people a solution that they already need, a service they already need, but they don't know about. This is where you start making income. But this is just for the annual subscription for a family pack, because GotBackup also has a size of space for enterprise organizations who need more than 6 terabytes. GotBackup has a 20 terabyte space with 20 separate accounts, which a big organization who needs more can get. And it's even scalable. If they need more than 20 TB, GotBackup would create that space for them. How much is it going for? $60 a month. I know organizations that are paying as much as $400 a month for less than 220 terabytes of space. The annual subscription for this, $600 a year for 20 terabytes of secure space to store company-size assets. Many companies are spent. The data is there. They don't know what to do with it. They don't know where to keep it, and it's costing them tons and thousands of dollars. GotBackup offers a seamless, cost-effective solution to the data storage. Let's talk about the earnings so you can earn fast. How do you earn with GotBackup? GotBackup has 7 ways of earning with them, 7 amazing ways. Many of us are used to just one salary and bonuses at the end of Christmas. Bonuses are paid here on the monthly. GotBackup has 7 ways of earning. Customer acquisition bonus, which is like the most immediate one. I'll tell you how that works. The other bonuses are monthly bonuses because GotBackup gives 75% of its profits every month to its strategic partners. Because strategic partners are the people who make the business run. So it gives 75% of profits to strategic partners all across the world. 75% of profits month on month. I love it because it's percentage. So if you make $100,000 this month, 75% is coming to all partners. If you make $1 million this month, 75% is coming to us. A slice of something big, like I said, is worth more than other somethings. But let's do the customer acquisition bonus. What does it mean? Customer acquisition bonus, just like the name sounds. GotBackup says, look, if you get someone to use my service, I'll give you 50% of that annual subscription. For real? Yes, for real. 50%, approximately $50 for each person you recommend to GotBackup service. And there's no ceiling, there's no cap. If you choose to do $50 today, one person, you get it. If you choose to do 10 today, $500 is yours. If you choose to do $50 every single day of this month, the 30 days, $1,005 on customer acquisition bonus is coming to you. That is how GotBackup pays and gets you a chance to take a slice of this billion-dollar industry we are talking about. So you see how $120 can become $1,200. And this is just one of the bonuses GotBackup offers. It's not here to to scam anybody. It's here to offer a service and a partnership to anybody who sees this. Because these devices are going nowhere. People are going to continue to lose data so long as these devices exist. People are going to continue to need to back up their things so they don't lose their data. And GotBackup offers them a solution, and you are a partner in giving people that solution. So how many $50 would you want to aim for in a week, in a month? It's up to you. I had a friend who joined GotBackup that first week. He got 11 people to register. $120 was what he started with. He made $550 at the end of the week. That was when he believed there's a system that works. But that's just customer acquisition bonus, because there are other bonuses coming. The enterprise solution I told you about, that's $600. GotBackup gives you 25% of that sale. If you're able to recommend GotBackup to an organization who purchases the 20 terabyte space, 20 terabyte space, yes, GotBackup will give you 25% of it. And how much is that? It's about $150. So $150 on enterprise, $50 on family pack. So you could be making varieties of 50s, 150s, however you want to make it. They are on a mission to reach people with their service, and then with the opportunity if they'll plug in. There are other bonuses. These bonuses do not depend on your efforts alone. GotBackup runs a two-team tree structure in their compensation plan. This industry runs on compensation plans that have structures. This is one of the best structures I've ever seen, because when it comes here, it doesn't depend on only your efforts. And like it is in the industry, your effort is rewarded by precious metals. It's not like our traditional jobs where you have to go and do courses upon courses upon courses for years on years to come back and get a promotion, which you don't even know when it will happen. So long as you're committed to doing this and you're doing this consistently, if I have to get up the ranks, it's so predictable. You can do it in a day. It depends on how hungry you are. Everybody and what is chasing them. Some people, butterflies chasing them. Some people, lions, hungry lions are chasing them. Their energy is bigger. I had one of our partners in the US start the project, and in 43 days, the guy jumped from stars to diamond. Diamond in 43 days. That is how hungry he is. But maybe you are not as hungry. Maybe you are just good enough to go. You're just bouncing on this. So you're crawling slowly. But if you're hungry, so long as you're running with it, you meet criteria, you definitely get the ranks up, and everybody has the same eligibility to get up the ranks. I need to be rounding up because the next meeting is just at 9. I want to hammer on the cycle match bonuses before we get there. What does it mean? Does it mean everybody I recommend to, that's the end? Or if they are also partnering with also want to be strategic partners, do I earn from them? Yes, GotBackup allows you to earn from anybody you recommend to the service who is also making money with the organization. They give you some bonuses on them. The bonuses that you see on the screen, as you can see from Sapphire, there's a bonus called the cycle match bonus. And I'll just talk about that one, because if I have to go through all of this, we will not end today. But once you're a strategic partner, we show you what this means, how to get there. Yours is to run it the way you want it. So let's talk about the cycle match, which starts from the Sapphire. And you see 25% here. What does it mean? GotBackup says, if you rank up to a Sapphire on my comp plan, for each person you have recommended to the service who is making money with us, I'll give you 25% of whatever they are earning. 25%. What does that mean? So assuming you have signed on to GotBackup and you have recommended 10 friends to the service over, say, a period of 6 months, you became a Sapphire with your 10 friends, okay? Just for example. And if each of them was earning $1,000, GotBackup says I'll give you 25% of whatever each of them is earning. So 25% of 1,000 is about 250. So you earn 250 on all 10 of them. That's what 2,500 USD you've made with your friends on the cycle match as a Sapphire. Okay, that's the cycle match bonus, how it works out. But what about maybe you grow up the rank? Say it took you about a year more or 6 more months to become, say, an emerald or a ruby on this project. I'm a ruby currently. I'm getting into diamond soon. On this project, the same 10 friends, 50% of their earnings is what you'll be getting. But of course, not everybody may be earning 1,000. Maybe someone is doing $100 a month. Somebody is doing 200. Somebody is doing 5,000. Somebody is doing 10,000. Somebody is doing 100,000. You'll be making 50% on them. But let's use the 1,000 to still calculate. 50% of $1,500. Now 500 times that 10, because you have raising up the rank to ruby, is now $5,000. If you're a diamond, that's 100% on it. That's 10,000 USD for that month. And this changes month on month because the commissions are calculated month on month, 75% month on month. So the thing is, currently, I don't know how long you've been working or how long you've been doing what you're doing. If in the next 5 years, you can't predict earning at least $5,000 in a month, I think you should take a look at this. Because this shortens the curve for many of us in this part of the world. Because for many of us, at the end of the month, we are still not hitting about $2,000 a month yet for working for all these years we've done. But this is a service and an opportunity linked together. You are offering people a solution to their digital assets. You are not doing it on your own. You are doing it through the whole organization and the system they've put in place. So if it will take you at least 5 years to even earn, say, $10,000 a month, because in the next 5 years, it's heading to trillions of dollars. I told you this industry is big. If in the next 10 years, you can be earning $20,000 a month, $200,000 a month, because this pays you between $20 and over $200,000. Look, we are not even 2 years old. People are earning $10,000 a month in the same Ghana, on the same phone, on the same project. That's the kind of vision this has. That's the kind of speed this is moving at. And this is why you should not play with this industry that we're talking about and this project that GotBackup has opened to us. You know, in Africa, we don't get to see things like this early. This would have started in the US because when we looked at the projection of when we would have seen GotBackup like a popular app, like when Facebook and WhatsApp became popular and everybody jumped on it. It had been in existence for years before it became popular. GotBackup is supposed to be that popular in the year 2029. We are 4 years ahead of that. So if you would work this in the next 4 years, by the time the boom happens, I bet you'll be earning tens and thousands of dollars and people will be wondering how you even did it. Because look, iCloud has over 1 million paying users. Google Drive, over 2 billion paying users. Dropbox, 750 million paying users who have not yet seen GotBackup to switch. I've seen it telling me I've switched. I use iCloud. I'm not paying that $120 for one phone anymore. You're going to cost me $240 for my 2 phones. I mean, I'm not doing that anymore. GotBackup gives you more space and more flexibility. I have switched. How much more people who are already paying more for digital storage who see this? Something big is on its way. And I think the best time to partner digital storage is now, because GotBackup is the only one that offers you a cloud storage service with an opportunity attached to it to plug into the industry that GotBackup sits in, the cloud storage industry. This is big. And I'll say take that bold step now than later. How to get up the ranks is predicted. It's all out there. Everybody knows globally. Once we say you are a Ruby, we all know what that's taking you to get there. You also have the right to go up the ranks and earn some incomes and turn your dreams into reality. Support provided. An organization who wants to grow and touch the world would provide support, and GotBackup does. It provides you training, team support, regular online trainings, like I mentioned, and you have your personal link. You are not going to be working through anybody's link and working for anybody. You have a personal link with the organization. You work directly with the organization. You have your own personal landing page, okay? It's already created for you. Once you're a partner, you have all of that already. The email marketing system is there. And to plug you into a community and a network of people who are vexed in this. In fact, the people I've met on this, the kind of personal development I've had in this community, I can't pay for it, because the growth that will happen, so long as you partner and you are paying attention, it transcends in every industry you are in. So for $120 a year, you get all of this on the screen, an opportunity to be part of a global trend that's just starting, and start building your dreams also. This is a service everybody needs, because everybody has a smartphone. And if you ask, everybody has lost data before, they don't want to lose it again. It's time to get started with a strategic partnership and turn your dreams also into reality. We all know we can't rely on one income stream. The world we are in now, you can't rely on one income stream. Life is full of uncertainties. Today, the dollar is 15, tomorrow is 16. The same thing, the same salary you earned last month. By the next month, the value has come down because the dollar has gone up. You need something that will hedge against that inflation. And you have a device that allows you to plug into that. Now is the best time to back up your data and secure your income. Be part of something global and big, something that is bigger than you. Leave a lasting legacy for the children coming after you. Because the good book even says, the Bible says, a good father, a good mother is one who leaves a legacy for his children's children's children. The generation is not only your children, your children's children's children. They should come and say, thank God for this daddy of ours, this uncle that, this auntie that, who took this step and has been able to leave us something for us to start. Imagine starting life when you came, by the time you were ready to marry, their houses, you just jump in. So now you're going to buy your house. There are cars in the house already. You just pick one and go. That's the kind of legacy we should leave for our children, because that's what the good book says we should do. So these are a few people who are making it. Now it's even bigger than the page. We can't even put everybody up here. But I'll highlight Dr. Beko Hinyasari, who brought the project to Ghana, and the person who I saw this through. He's on the board of directors of this organization. And in fact, if it's a Ghanaian on it, it gives you even more surety, because if anything funny going to happen, we'll be aware of it. And trust me, this is going nowhere. But let me use this opportunity to invite you for the biggest event happening with us this year. Our CEO is landing in Ghana. And on the 30th of November at 1 p.m. at Men's Week, we're going to have the biggest cloud revolution. The activations have started. This afternoon, we're at Star F, and yesterday we're on GH1. We are just going to go all over the world, all over Ghana. There's a boom coming. The interesting thing is the only way you can use GotBackup or use this service is through its affiliate. You, the strategic partner. You are the only way someone can purchase it and use it. The world is about to look for you, and you're about to make such income by providing a service through the strategic partnership of GotBackup office. Because when someone purchases from you, GotBackup is willing to pay. This event you should not miss. Mark your calendars. Speak to the person who invited you. She'll share a link with you for you to register your seat now, because it's filling fast, and you should be there to hear from the visionary himself, because it'll be more than just a presentation. I know he's coming with all sorts of gifts and promotions and bonuses, and you should be there. Don't miss out on this one. But let me just quickly end, and thank you so much for your time. Speak to the person who invited you that, hey, I've heard it all. In fact, thank you so much for letting me see this on this fateful November, because this Christmas must taste different from the last one. You should have some dollar-spiced things in your Christmas this year, because you're going to be helping people back up their data while you also earn some income. So thank you so much for the time, and I'll take a couple of questions in the next 3 minutes, else I have to jump into my next call about this once again. Any questions, please? Let me stop the recording. Any questions, please?